How you doing?
We here. We made it another week.
Exactly.
We made it another week. Another week closer to living the dream
I think. Yes, sir.
type thing. 1 week at a time.
Yeah, man, we got a
Sunday fun day. We cleaning the car.
say what?
I said it's Sunday fun day. Cleaning out the car.
That's a
Getting
good
busy.
that's
Hey, I saw I saw some J's today.
to who?
Um, to Plato's Closet.
What they talking about?
Let's just say I'm glad I really wasn't hoping to get a return on my investment.
Yeah, they don't play. You gotta know you're not getting nothing.
But see, the crazy part about it is I went to an actual like sneaker store and they told me to get up out of there.
Was
That's
that
what
even
they
right?
said. It was at the mall, the 96 kick.
Oh, dang, I haven't even been. I guess I ain't been to the Hampton place bowling forever.
He said these kicks are beat, dirty, dusty, and I can get them brand new for $90 right now. Get out my stuff. I
Yeah.
said, okay.
I feel like Nike and a lot of shoe sales are really down. Like they're saying even candy sales are down. Like I guess the economy,
Hmm.
everybody's stepping back on this.
Plato's gave me $37.
For really?
Mm-hmm. It was them green and white twos I bought. I guess last year is when they came out. I seen some green and white fours that I said I want to get. Not the SB fours, but they're just like green. They're not the SBs though, but it's just like another general release shoe. And I said, I think I'm gonna get those. And then I said, there's no reason for me to have this many pairs of shoes right now, and I don't have space for them. If I replace those shoes, like if I, because I don't think I was gonna wear those shoes too many more times. Like if I did put them on, it wasn't like they just didn't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting on some fresh J's, no more. So
The allure
I
of
need another pair.
the allure of even having Jordans isn't the same anymore. Like
Yeah,
now, I feel like it's like having an investment like that's at risk every single time you put them on. It's just like it's just
yeah.
they're just overly priced compared to just what it takes to cover
They're
your feet up. You know
they're
what I'm saying?
overly priced for selling. So the seller's market has been destroyed by StockX and these sneaker boutiques are even kind of beating up the online market more because what happens is you can get the shoe that you want brand new in those stores, but it's gonna be marked up $100 more than online, right? But
Exactly.
most people are gonna choose to get it right now in store because you get to take a picture in store that day. You get to walk out with them and say, "Hey, I tapped in with my boys at you know what I mean, this sneaker store, and I spent more money than you did."
Exactly.
You feel
Um,
me? That's the allure of the and although that wasn't the sneaker game back in the day, like the sneaker game was like, oh shit, he got those, so like that's worth a certain amount, or like okay, getting those right now would be hard to do because that shoe is expensive. But like now, there's no like there's no lucrativeness to the market. Like the pairs that you want are right there and available at all times. They're just marked up hella high. The difference was back in the day, the reason they were marked up hella high was because they weren't available. You know what I mean? And when you do find them, you're willing to pay for it because you've been looking and haven't been able to find them. But now it's like The demand's still there. People will still pay like they're not available for shoes that are readily available.
Yeah. Now it's like every pair of Jordans is literally more expensive than Nike stock. Like you can buy four Nike
Yes,
stock for a pair of Jordans at this point. So it's
yeah,
like they're not even, it's like when you wear it, just know that I don't know. That's kind of like I would say I've matured at is like it's not being caring so much about brands anymore because it's like
hmm
it doesn't the actual value of these things in present day aren't the same. Or maybe it's just
it
when
doesn't
you're older,
translate.
it doesn't translate to like it's like
It used to be
you're wearing shoes
if
with
you went and
limitations.
grabbed if you grabbed every Jordan drop or every dunk drop that came out this year, you were guaranteed to win on it, even if you wore your shoes. Like you could wear the shoes and still sell this year's cops to fund next year's cops. But that's not how it is anymore because no one's gonna buy you shoes. Um, not that no one's buying them. I think people are buying them more than ever, but it's just the seller's market is the same. Is not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Back then, the seller named the price. Like if I have the only pair of Space Jams in your size right now, you'll pay whatever I say, and that's how it is. But now it's like they've all kind of agreed. Let's all charge the highest price. So there are no deals. You don't find like a pair for retail no more. They don't even retail for retail no more. Retail's supposed to be 150 on any general release shoe, and then what was it, 185 for like harder to come by shoes.
They don't even
It's
retail for
just
retail. Some true shit right there.
yeah, man. Like
it's
everything.
crazy.
Yeah, I was watching TikTok and a guy had I guess an Instacart or a DoorDash cart that he had bought in the past, like 2020 or something. He tried to basically
hmm
rebuy all the same stuff. So in 2020, his cart was like 135. And then like that
hmm
same cart of stuff he tried to buy today it was $400.
Wow.
In 2020, that shopping list of stuff was 135. The same exact stuff is now 400 at the store. It's like
Yeah.
you ever went grocery shopping
The
for 2 days?
exact same stuff. Hmm?
You ever went grocery shopping for 2 days worth of stuff?
Um, no, but I've been grocery shopping. Um, and I'm actually we need to talk and work on. I think everybody should be a part of it. We should all start documenting our groceries uh, weekly or monthly. Just like this is how much stuff I bought, or this is what I bought and why I bought it.
Well, let me look into y'all fridge. What y'all eat today?
Uh, I haven't had nothing but a iced tea with raspberry flavor by our friends at Arizona.
What y'all eating since sun up to now?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
had some water today.
was
I
good.
actually need to get better at actually being more purposeful with my fast. But at this point, it's just like I'm not even thinking about eating. Like usually, I don't think about eating because it's just not part of my routine early in the day, unless it's like something small. I do take my multivitamins, so I guess you can count part of my consumption as. Hold on, let me. Oh, I guess you can count a part of my consumption as my CMOS pills. I do take CMOS pills and I take multivitamins. Um, take CMOS pills, multivitamins. I got a palmetto, and tribulus, and ashwagandha and maca that I
Yeah,
take
you one of
throughout
them
the
niggas
day as
that
well.
you one of them niggas that take 10 pills, take 10 supplements per day.
Oh no, I don't take 10, but I do take a lot of supplements. Not a lot of supplements, but more supplements And I think most people would. I take a multivitamin, and then I take the ashwagandha, saw palmetto, maca, turbulence blend for a little bit of, you know,
You might as well
like
just take
keep that
one
shit.
real strong opioid. I'm playing. I'm totally joking.
Hey,
This nigga wildin', man.
I am.
YouTube
Do
finna
some
come down
fentanyl.
with
Do some
that.
fentanyl, man. Fentanyl and take all that damn pain away, bro.
He said, "Take that pain away."
Man, hey, speaking of pandas, that's a crazy thing that just to exist in the world. Why do you know that those exist, sir?
As far as what fentanyl?
Yeah, how did you find out that Opanas exist?
Oh, pandas? What's that?
Oh, that's not what you said?
No, I said fentanyl. Oh, Cody said
Well,
opioids.
well, yeah, I think Opanas is like the last step opioid of like if you're on your deathbed dying of cancer, they give you that
So that's like
like the
fentanyl on
strongest.
crack type shit.
No,
Wait,
it is crack.
hey, I wanted to for sure talk about Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the Democratic rally because it hurt me and my eyes teared up in pain.
He was twerking at the Democratic rally.
You
Yeah,
ain't seen that shit, bro?
You know what's really sad? I don't want to talk nothing about none of them, but I do want to salute the the old lady, and I can't say too much, but yeah, it's the old lady that gets our salute this week. My salute this week.
well, I was
She
just
do
saying
what?
If you know,
to say,
you know.
I was just saying to say that just after seeing it, it's just like, um, I hate that our draw and our pool is completely centered around entertainment, but I mean, it's our fault and it's not our fault at the same time. It's just like,
Niggas be nigga, man. Like niggas love a good show. Like let's just keep it a book. Like niggas love
Pauline
entertainment.
Brown. Pauline Brown. Google Pauline Brown.
Who's that?
You gotta Google her. I can't tell the story. You gotta Google her. Pauline Brown.
I'll just say it's like, she an author.
I'm looking. If I get it, I'm gonna send the link to the
she's the chairman of LV and
oh dang, dang. I got by AI, boys.
You talking about Dax News?
Yeah, I got by
Yeah,
AI,
I just
boys.
seen that shit, bro. I just seen that
I
shit, man. It's like
wanted
they
to
made like
believe
six,
it so
seven
bad.
stories. Man, but
I
look at
got
the fucking
God.
world, bro. That's crazy. That's how good AI is, man. That's just scary, bro. I just see it. I see it's like a mugshot, like with like an older 7-year-old black lady. That shit fake as
Yeah,
fuck. I remember seeing that shit on
yeah.
TikTok.
yeah, y'all
The
gotta
crazy part is it's a story. Like it's a story. I read the story, and it's not just one place that posted it. Ah,
yeah.
Man, that's the thing, bro. Like, the goes back to the point where Megan twerk at the damn thing. Everything like a damn show, bro. Like,
it's
it's
all a
so
show. It's all a game. It's all a joke.
like this shit's a stage. Like I was like I know Cody was saying like my damn TikTok shit. Like niggas think I'm like I guess conservative now, which I'm really not,
Get down.
cause like side note, has niggas seen like Trump's ear? The shit is perfectly fine.
Seen what?
Trump's
Yeah,
ear.
yeah.
His ear is perfectly fine.
Yep,
Nothing's wrong with the ear.
yep.
After like the shit's only been ain't been a
Hmm.
month. Like imagine if you had like a pimple on your ear. That shit's gonna be like a sore for like at least a month. Or if you scrape your ear on some glass,
Hmm.
you're gonna have at least a cut or a sore for at least a
Hmm.
month. Something. Ear
I've
perfectly fine.
never seen. I've never seen blood act like that. But it's whatever.
But just going back to the Kamala point, like it's like twerking on stage, thinking like nigga, cause I was trying to listen to her rally. She said nothing at all about real
Anything.
policy shit. Like She has good word salads. She'll say like, okay, today's Sunday, which means it's the first day of the week, meaning it's also the second Sunday of the month. Actually, if you think about it, maybe the first Sunday of August. But by the time you may see this on the podcast, it'll be later on during the week. The podcast is called Out the Box Podcast. In this podcast, we're discussing about me, Kamala Harris. I ain't said shit.
Exactly.
But she would talk like that in circles
Thank
and use
you.
words like she would talk like that. And it's like, because she has nothing to tell niggas. Like she has
We
said
don't want to
nothing
hear
at all.
anything, bro. I think we just don't want to hear anything. I only think she's following a plan. Like there's more there's more. She's more for her to lose if she starts opening her mouth about policy. Just bring out the dancing
Right.
lobsters.
You just bring out the what?
Bring out the dancing lobsters.
Like for real. Like we're at that point in society. Like it's crazy, man. Like I keep telling y'all niggas, this is the last election, bro. It's too much shit going on, and like nothing. And the fucked up part is we receive so much information on a daily basis. So much shit is going on that nobody can talk about shit because it's too much shit to talk about. And by the time we talk about one topic, something else happens.
I was saying if I was Kamala Harris, because everybody wants to question her blackness or whatever, which makes sense to me. It doesn't matter which way or not. She's not white. She's a woman of color. But if I was her, I would get on a public teleprompter and read out my lineage, my percentages of everything that I have, and say good night. Everybody have a good day. Because
I mean,
yeah.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying like. Because you know what I'm saying, the Democrats. I mean, that's a fair thing. Or the Republicans are using that. Oh, she's not black. She's saying she's black now, but she's always identified as Indian. But now, all of a sudden, she wants to. Did you hear her talking? How she sounds? How she's trying to
Yes, she's definitely a panderer.
pander to us?
Oh, yeah, she's a big panderer. But like, you know how fucked up the race is. Like, think of this shit. We got a pandering woman of color trying to pander to black folks on the Democratic side, and the Republican side trying to say black folks she ain't black. Like nigga, like do you hear how fucked up this shit is? This shit is comical, bro.
We're not talking about no
Like
policies. We haven't mentioned
nothing at all. Nothing was sustenance. We're having an argument of somebody's blackness, and niggas are going along with it. At the end of the day, she don't give a fuck about nobody. The Republicans like these niggas don't give a fuck about neither one of like I just wish people understand that neither one of these candidates gives a fuck about anybody. Like I remember Kamala being dead last. Now she's the number one vote. Like nigga, make it make sense.
Yeah, they might have cloned Kanye because there's no way that he hasn't said vote for me this year yet. He had
Right.
a campaign talking about vote
Right.
for
In the midst of all
2024.
this turmoil, he would have voiced his opinion or at least, where he stands.
Man, he just trying to get voters too off, man.
Yeah, that's crazy that it came out. I ran through it one time. That's another thing we can talk about.
Man, I ain't
How do
heard
you guys feel about them throwing a project on there that's not done? But like, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Kanye's trying to be innovative. In due time, fucked up parties we talk in past times, nigga talk about Kanye shit in the present time then as fucked up shit. But later on it actually works. So I'm gonna currently say this shit is fucked up, him doing unreleased projects. But later on, who fucking knows? Taylor Swift probably gonna start doing that shit. And once Taylor Swift do it, it'd be fantastic. That's what the media's gonna say. So who fucking knows?
Yeah, there's some good ideas on there, but yeah, I'm just like, who's the chef in there with him, making sure it's. I don't know. It just seems like it's scattered ideas, but I like a few tracks on there.
Is it a cohesive album or is it like just different
It's
singles in
definitely
one
not
album?
cohesive, but it's not cohesive.
Like imagine like I saw a tweet said like some imagine if Kanye's West discography ended that Kids See Ghosts, which I think was a very overrated album too. But I feel like now Kanye is just making music just because he's Kanye, and it really is kind of fall flat. And it's sad to see, but he still has white boy hype beast that's gonna pump him up.
Yeah,
So
bro, that's what's pumping up music today. I don't think we care about music, to be honest. Like literally, that's what's pumping up the entire hip hop. That's why I tell y'all to reference it. Like when we having these Eminem conversations or whatever conversation might be, like that's what's prepping. That's what's holding up the entire hip hop at this moment in time. Like that's on the men's side of things. It's like the hype beast,
What's that?
the hype beast community. Like
The violence?
what Tori's talking about.
Yeah.
like that's what like acts like Ian and Yeet are popular. Fucking hype beasts. They're like I don't know if y'all seen that shit on Atlanta. What's this shit called? What's a fucking acronym? It said Young White Act YWA. Young White Act.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. That episode, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
just on a young white dude. If you're a black rapper,
yeah, and you see shit work. Like, come on, man. It's like the state of hip hop. I mean, you can talk about that when Kanye. You can talk about Ice Spice's album. Like, you listen to Ice Spice album.
might have heard a song and then
It
I
was great.
switched off of it.
It was a wonderful album. Very cohesive, thought provoking.
Don't say thought provoking.
It was a thought provoking album. It was a great album. Very artistic, um, inspired, inspirational.
What would you like? What would you like about the album?
Ice Spice just has a way of expressing herself.
Hey, bro, I can't let you get off here saying thought provoking.
Hey, hey, I'm on a phone call, but I had to mute it just to say this. Ice Spice need to get off that Ozempic. She losing superpowers. That ass not that fat no more. I'm disappointed. I
Oh
don't even know what the music
no!
is, but I just wanted
Oh
to throw them
no!
3 seconds in there.
He's on the
She
It's
Ozempic.
not the
stop it.
Olympics.
Stop.
It's not the Olympics this year. It's the Ozempics.
Oh no!
Oh man. Nah,
Oh shit!
she was on that Kai Cenat stream and Kai acting like the ass was how it used to be. Ass ain't even like that no more.
I can say the same thing for
Man,
Megan.
yeah, she slimmed down. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if she on the Ozempic, but I mean, it
Wouldn't
makes
it just
sense.
allow you to still eat terribly and lose weight, or like is it just I don't know. I'm not well coursed on these opioids.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about it. I'm a skinny nigga, so I'll be out of their business, to be
I think
honest.
it's I think it's like an EpiPen. Um, yeah, man, that's
But
crazy.
like that, it's like I think she's kind of seen the shit too. Like the ass is gone. The music has always been just bullshit. So you know, it's over. That we're gonna start making a documentary about the rapper, like the female rapper to OnlyFans pipeline. Because Iggy Azalea was a trailblazer. Then I feel like it's gonna be Ice Spice, then Sexy Red, and
Bro,
then
I could see Sexy Red first.
no,
no,
no.
no, Sexy Red's gonna try to ride away. Sexy Red's gonna have a longer way than Ice Spice. This album really is gonna make Ice Spice like, especially with the ass going too. This has nothing at all.
What's crazy is their albums are not sticking. Like I couldn't tell you. I know Ice Spice's album is Y2K or whatever, but I couldn't even tell you what a Sexy Red's album name is. It's like that's the whole plan. It's just singles only, and then
Mm-hmm.
like just put an album out but hide it. It's like they're hiding their albums damn near.
What fucked up part is, and I'm gonna say this, kind of hurting myself saying this, but I blame Cardi B
Oh yeah, for sure.
being a singles artist and then like being more of a social media influence than an actual rapper.
Bro, she won a
So it's
Grammy.
like,
Cardi B won a Grammy for her first album.
I
Was
don't
a fire
blame, I don't
album. I fuck
blame,
with the
I
album.
don't blame, I don't blame Cardi, but I get what you're saying. It's the label's fault.
Yeah,
Cardi
yeah.
blew up, and after Cardi blew up, it was just all women, right? Like it was just went all women rappers. So they went to find artists, and then artists took advantage of that thing, and also Cardi B also being somebody who's not necessarily she gets written for, right? So I don't blame Cardi B because when that album is fire, a lot of the singles they be okay, but she has a lot of good, like real good songs.
It's a
But
cop.
that album is so good. But
Yeah, I
and
fuck with
and
the
the
album.
thing is, if everybody were to actually do what she's done, it would be better. Like if Ice Spice had writers, her album would be better. If Sexy Red used writers, if she not already, the album would be better. You get what I'm saying? If they did what Cardi B did, they would be better. But the labels know that that costs a lot of money to do.
I think that they're doing that,
And
bro.
Mhm.
It's a
there's
copycat.
no there, there's no way Ice Spice got writers, bro. Her shit too horrible, bro. There's no fucking way.
Man,
There's
you'll
no
be
fucking way,
surprised.
bro.
You'll be
Nah, bro.
Let's check the
You think
credits.
you
And
can
The
that's why
shit?
and
credits
that's why
never
I'm
the
saying
credits
that's what I'm
never
saying. If
lie,
you're gonna
man.
use writers, don't use use some good writers. You know what I'm saying? Pay Party to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if they are
yeah.
using writers,
If they
they're
do
not
use
using
writers,
top pay. They're not
then
spending the money on the good shit. So um
or they're not even asking the
it's
writers to
definitely
write their
labels.
song.
It's a copycat league, bro. If Patrick Mahomes is taking over the league like Steph Curry, like if Cardi B, Steph Curry, basically you gotta find you a shooter. You know what I'm saying? A
Okay.
light skinned shooter.
Yeah, heavy on the light skin.
Yeah, but I, in my heart, I feel like Ice Spice got writers. Maybe she don't, but I think it's just that her whole thing is making fart references and shit references and all type of weird references.
Because you have to think that of her fan base. Her fan base is young boys, and the young boys are like her fan base is Speed's fan base. Really, that's where the money's going to come
Damn.
from her. Kai Cenat and Speed.
Hell no, I think she
You
got
right. You right.
maybe I don't even feel like her. They said reportedly her album sold 20K, 20K first week. Like I mean, that's still to me that's not bad. Like maybe not what was expected, but I just feel like her fan base is like the Y2K. You know what I'm saying? White female,
Mm-mm.
interracial female. You know,
Nope.
I feel like her fan
late
base
bloomers.
like I feel like her fan base like 14 to 19 white boys and
Wow.
girls. Like real
Yep.
shit. Like you gotta think about this. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with this. The world is so sex crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
So these kids are like seeing a lot of shit, like voluptuous, everything. So why not throw some fart jokes? You think you're the shit, bitch? You're not even a fart. So it's
Yeah.
like you throwing that shit. It's like it's gonna remind me like her fan base remind me like nerdy anime like
Yeah.
kids.
He is, and
Ain't
that's
no
who
ain't no
spends
different.
money. That's who
It
spends
was
money on online things.
Exactly.
it was taboo for a woman to even talk about fart. Like
Yes.
in the early 2000s, I feel like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
this is crazy.
Now look at her cover. Look at this cover, bro. She got her ass. It's like look like there's nothing to her except for her booty, and that ain't there no more. So where's it left? This shit is crazy, bro. Like if niggas go to the
Did y'all see
albums, go to
Speed
a
jump over
concert,
2 cars?
that shit ain't real, man.
Is he more athletic than Kobe?
Who
That shit ain't real.
Speed.
who is
It wasn't real.
Speed? That's real.
Yeah. He jumped over those cars, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean that's not hard to jump
I've
over
just
the
seen it.
car. It's just ballsy because the car can hit you. It's not like it's a
That's one
high.
issue.
It's not like it's high.
Hmm?
Yes, that's not
Well,
high.
listen, it's moving kind of fast. It's not.
It's not
I'm
high.
pretty sure.
Just we got Speedy a real athlete,
Yeah,
so like anybody in the NBA that do like dunk contest shit, they could jump over. Wasn't it like a Lambo? Like that's a low ass car.
yeah.
He didn't
Like
jump
two
over a
very low
fucking.
cars that he jumped
Like
over.
if that's
He ain't
track,
jump over
that's
no
not even the
Escalade.
first setting that where the car is. If you're doing a high jump, that's not even. You know what I'm saying? That's not even the first setting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
I
the fact
guess.
It's
that
just
it's
the
a
risk.
car going full speed at you.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hop right back on, y'all.
Shit.
Man,
Uh, what else is going on,
what the hell's not going on, bro?
man?
Like I said earlier, it's just too much shit going on to like even process, bro. Like we can talk about goddamn the Olympics. Like that shit's still going on, man. Like no one allows just one go.
Yeah, they said that was the closest race in a while, or I don't know,
That
ever.
shit was crazy. That shit ridiculous. And it's not even his event. Like the 100, not even his go to. He really killing the 200. Oh, I forget what day they run that, but um, yeah, that was a tight race. Sha'Carri came in second yesterday, but if you watch the trials, like I already know, like I could tell, like they probably gonna blame the rain. I already know because it was raining yesterday. Um, but the girl from St. Lucia, she was strong the whole.
Shoo.
They had the semifinals. She beat her in their semifinal heat, and it just Sha'Carri don't know how to her problem is she don't know how to start the race, but she got very good
Mm,
top end speed.
that's
But
exactly what I saw. Like she
girl
had a
from St.
bad jump.
Lucia, yeah, girl from St. Lucia, she get out and she got good top end speed too. I don't know where Sharika Jackson was. There's a few questions I had. Um, Olympics been good, man.
Yeah.
Even the swimming, even
Well,
the shooters.
even the boxing. So I'm kind of confused on this situation. The woman that I guess is on hormones that is boxing another woman that wasn't. And so is that a man or is that a woman? What is it? What's going on? I know one of y'all know.
I saw it a little bit, but I didn't really keep up with it. For what I
I have
am
no idea about this. What? Yeah.
from what I'm hearing about, well, what I'm saying my prediction is it was a man to female transgender.
Yes. And she boxed against a woman that was born a woman. And
Right.
she just hit her one time or jabbed her one time, and the actual woman, she said, "I quit mid fight."
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's fair, but hey, don't get me hung by the powers that be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet.
Actually, actually, I'm not even gonna be quiet. I don't think that's fair. I know it's not fair. It is wrong. That is a man
Cancel.
that punched that
Cancel.
woman.
Cancel.
Cancel me. Cancel me.
Yeah, that just
But
doesn't.
that's a grown
You
man.
know, yeah, but
You don't get to test. You don't get to take hormones that go up, so you don't get to take hormones and say that's going down and fair. That is a biological man in the ring punching a biological woman. As far as what you identify as and your sexual preference behind the scenes, do what you do, whatever you do. See, it wouldn't affect nobody if you're on a grand scale. Like if you were in a gym, a private gym, right? And doing that, you could be as tough as you want to and just be a tough opponent and a tough contender. But if you're at something like the Olympics and trying to make it fair, that's not fair.
yeah,
You was born producing testosterone. That woman didn't get a chance to take testosterone. However many years you've been since you were born, that woman would have to be taking testosterone out that entire time to build up the same type of muscle memory that you do. that you would have as a man that would be taking? I guess did he take or did they take estrogen to
Yeah, I mean it's
like
such it's
slow
a
it down?
it's like a lot of misinformation by it, so that's why I kind of want to tread lightly. But like, it's a chance this could be a woman that just was born with a disease or something. I don't know. Like I'm hearing a lot of
A
weird,
disease?
a lot of weird information on it, but I just thought that was noteworthy.
Oh wow! USA Today 2 days ago says fact check: Emaine Khalif is a biological woman, not a trans or intersex.
So I guess that answers the question.
Damn.
So
Tickets
July,
got an ass whoop.
yeah,
So she just got her ass whooped.
if you watch it, that she look a little rough. You know what I'm saying? She she look a little rough. I would have been like, I'm done too if I was a female.
I'm confused. What is gender eligibility testing though?
Yeah,
I guess it depends on like I guess kind of the same thing like niggas taking a HGH and shit. I guess like it depends. I'm pretty sure they be doing all type of piss tests, and they probably. I would feel like as a female boxer, I would probably take testosterone to try to give me like some damn extra boost type shit. So maybe like maybe it is.
hey,
Shit, I don't fucking know.
it be on my timeline. I'm not a part of this community, but they keep talking about niggas taking honey packs. I'm like, you niggas is really
Nah,
down that bad.
nah, big dog. You on that? You if it's on your timeline, that's what you is.
Hey,
Don't be,
that ain't what I am,
don't
bro.
be, because I don't be seeing no honey packs. What you, what you be,
But you know
That
what I'm
time might
saying?
be for you, man.
what
Oh,
your
that
likes
time
be
I'm
looking like?
Hey man, my life is good, man.
My- What
I'm
your
not into
likes?
that.
Where them comments be at?
Hey man, that shit funny.
All I see is cars and motivational quotes and um sports highlights. That's what my timeline look like.
I just could tell y'all. I figured y'all would be the type to be stopping at gas stations. Well, but yeah, man, just hanging on in there, man.
Bro, did y'all have y'all watched any Olympic basketball women's?
I
I've
saw
seen.
that was it their first game?
I
Um,
watched them play Japan when they played Japan.
yes, I think it was Japan. It
The
was
game was
yeah. Go ahead.
the game was just so interesting to me because one, like Japan is so little, but they play like Steph Curry really did change the game because they probably shot like 10 shots inside the 3-point line. Everything else was from three. Everything else. Like they and they understood that, like, Brittany Griner was like she wasn't even jumping and she was getting rebounds. Like it was ridiculous. And they would just and they would hit. They was like they probably shot like 33% from three, but they couldn't stop our girls and they couldn't do anything other than I
It's a
mean they
numbers
shot like
game.
43s and made
Yeah, it's a
like
numbers
18 or
game.
20 or something like that. Yeah.
You can shoot
But
50
if
two-pointers,
they
or
got
just
hot enough,
53s.
yeah. Or you could go you can try to go down the lane and we got Brittany Griner, Breonna Stewart down there, Aja Wilson down there. They 6'3", 6'4", and all y'all is 5'6", 5'7", 5'3", 5'2". Like it was, but they had hustle. Like it was so interesting to watch the way they were playing because they played a good game. We just are so much better at basketball, and we just physically we're gifted. America is as far as even the women. Brittany Griner is just she just don't even as she don't belong on a court with a lot of them.
Yeah, that's crazy that Brittany Griner's whole story, but like she real deal is people's literally asking if she could play in the NBA with guys. even thinking that that was a possibility is crazy to me.
Damn, about time to publish that thing, ain't it? We got to lead the people to a brighter future in America. Uh,
Yeah, I want to get it
yeah,
so we can start getting on to the next ones, to the other some more ideas. Because maybe this one could be done and another one could be done before it's even November time. You know what I'm saying?
hmm This upcoming weekend, you just gotta. I'm gonna lock in and get you the rest of the way, and then we can really get started on the next one this weekend. How many pages we got thus far?
I want to say like 200 or something, like 230, 220.
Oh yeah, we'll be started on the next one this weekend. At least have enough to like, you know what I mean, work around, and then still have some left over.
Exactly.
I just had a, I've been having a vicious week here in Chattanooga. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, good old Chattanooga. Oh. Um,
I got whooped in NCAA today.
oh, you finally played it?
Yep.
I still haven't played it yet.
Hey, Bean little brother. He played first. He was playing on All American. I was playing on varsity, but then they said he always play on Heisman. So I was like, why would you play on All American? I don't know how to play the game. Playing on Heisman. He still.
Yeah, it takes at this point, if you're not playing that game, you're just not gonna be good. That's how it's set up. You gotta play it, play it, play it.
Yeah, I could see it, but I can't lie. I did like it. It was a decent game. Like I could see myself actually playing that NCAA even more than like maybe not more than the old one, but I did like it. It was a decent game. Like once I started to figure out the controls and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what to say?
I never showed any interest in the science of football though. I've never just like had really much interest in it. The only thing I know is blitz and throw that bitch or
Yeah,
run it. If throwing it don't work, then running it'll probably like if you throw it enough times to where you look dumb throwing it again, throw it one more time, and then throw it again, and then start running it. That usually works.
it's
Maybe
really
the one
just
more
like
again ain't really necessary,
it's just like
but if running don't work,
don't let a pattern
don't never
emerge. Like don't let a pattern
right.
emerge with what you're doing, because then it's just like don't be overly predictable. Like you can just have a good mix up of what you're doing, basically. But a lot of people are saying it's really difficult to
Right.
play that game because you could just spam spin moves and
Yeah, he was killing me. Like I couldn't get nobody down. Like he didn't even tell me how to do a spin move. I was trying to figure out how to break a tackle. I didn't even ask the spin move. I should have asked.
yeah.
He was spin moving and I'm talking about I have six people on him and he'll break every tackle. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yep, that's the new NCAA. I haven't even played it, but I've seen enough highlights of it.
Yeah, it's a fun one though. Like because only because it does make sense. Like everything that was being done, you can do. Like you're actually in control of, which is really cool.
That's absolutely crazy. But
How
Any
do you
other
feel
content
about?
you digest? Any good shows, videos, good anything, good movies?
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Ain't really thinking nothing that too serious that I could say I've been on lately. I did kind of like the last day or two. I did nerd out about like so there's like a rapper from Chicago that recently died. But apparently before he died, he was just a menace. The dude Bloodhound Lil Jeff. So I did watch a couple of like or like one in particular documentary about him. Um, what's that guy? Trap Lil Ross.
Yeah.
Trap Lil Ross did it, and it's a pretty long video. So I would say that's as far as entertainment wise, that's probably what I did this week, entertainment wise. I watched the Trap Lil Ross on that, which was pretty
Yeah.
detailed.
Yeah, I literally been like watching videos on YouTube on just like basically learning YouTube, learning tagging system, learning thumbnails,
Mm-hmm.
titles, just a deep dive into how to take advantage of it, um, and do it right. A lot of the times it's like you have to make sure your videos are tagged correctly. You have to do so much back end work. And you'll be like, why is this video not getting any attention? Because a lot of the information you leave out that you're supposed to put in there. But just
Right.
going down a rabbit hole, like studying like Mr. Beast, some of his videos. Like I don't really watch his stuff that much, but just studying how he's so
Did
big.
what he did.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, obviously, a big part of his is that he was actually giving out crazy stuff.
Yes and no, like
Announcing it right now, out the box giveaway. Out the box is giving away um, a house, but it's shaped like a box, and you got to live out of it with no food and no water for a year,
yeah, like
and then you can
that's
have it.
that's his new thing is just like that thumbnail being incredible and aggressive, but like his original stuff is more like Minecraft. It's like just games, just like random
Really.
vlogs. Yeah, like if you go to his account and look at his oldest videos,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting obviously still a lot of views, but he's only getting like 60,000, like 10,000, 20,000. But now like every video he
Mm-hmm.
gets like 50, 70, 50 million,
Million.
70 million, 100 million. So just kind of under looking at what he's doing, but it's really the title and thumbnail, like it just has to be something that you would even want to click on. Um, it's really just that, like for the most part, the content is good. Doing some outlandish shit, like who can, if you stay in this bunker for 100 days, you'll win $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Type thumbnail, type title.
Y'all talking about Mr. Beast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that shit weird, ain't it?
yeah, yeah. It definitely is. It's weird.
Now, where the fuck this nigga got all his money from?
He
And
he
who the fuck be
basically
watching this shit?
he basically is basically them same people that like Ice Spice, but even a bigger audience than that. But like it's just um,
I got a car to give away for
he
the
just
out the
puts
box YouTube. It don't
whatever he's
run.
making, he's putting it back into the YouTube. Like his biggest video, his first big video was like, I got $10,000. I'm gonna give it away to a homeless person, and then like that's how he got big. Like that's his takeoff video.
See, I understand that shit, but I also think he's still it's just shit. That nigga say he got a car and he can sell, but don't work.
Yeah, that's. I got a car that you can win. I'm not selling it. You can win it through the Out the Box YouTube channel. It doesn't run, but it's still a good car, and you can fix it. It doesn't run though, and all you got to do, we're gonna videotape you while you come up with $2,000. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but that's the challenge, and we're gonna watch you do it. So if you got a job, we're gonna watch you go to work. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, just run outside
Yeah,
and get
like
it.
that's not who I am as a person to go take that lane completely, like what he's doing per se. Just researching, like there's also people that do like these faceless accounts, that's just like random like basketball content. It'll be animal content, some random shit to be like
So
GTA
speaking
content.
of,
Yeah,
my bad, go ahead.
I'm done.
Now I say speaking of content, like I feel like the way social media has warped content is just crazy. Like, have y'all niggas seen like these niggas who be catching the pedos?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
vitality.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I feel like at first it was genuine. Genuine. Now it's like, what the fuck?
pushing it. Yeah,
Oh, you think it's
Having
yeah. I
like
seen one.
celebrities, man, that shit fake, man. That's it.
I
Come on,
seen one. I
man.
think it was the NBA young boy or not NBA young boy. MLE
The
Chopper
game.
or somebody like that. Was it the game?
The game was on one.
No, it was a younger guy that I seen. I seen a younger guy, and he was just like, "Oh, I can't stand you." And I was like, "How did you even? How did this even come about?" Like,
it's streamer. That's a
which I get,
streamer. Like
but
it's just the streaming culture. Do whatever it takes for.
and I
Uh,
guess Jerry Springer, there's a hole to fill.
that's got to be an inspiration. Or,
Yeah,
but
or the other guy that did it first to catch a predator.
oh yeah, Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's for sure
Catfish.
fabricated.
That's crazy. Was catfishing a thing, and then they made the show, or did the show make catfishing a thing?
No, that was a thing
Why
before.
is it called? Why is it called catfishing though? I mean, obviously it's been a thing. That's just a form of like scamming or finesse, and I'm sure they was doing that shit with the mail, um,
But
like
they were doing
sending
that when it was
pictures through the mail.
horse and carriage that was catfishing people.
Horse and carriage. There was catfishing when they had pigeons, but why is it called catfishing? Because catfish don't look cute.
I
I
don't.
think is I think because like in a technical term, like fishing, if something like a phishing scam, is like I'm trying to get into like your information and know you, like trying to hack you like socially.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess instead of being called CATE,
Oh,
it should be like P like catfish, like with spell self F it should be a PH. It'll make
fishing.
more shit. It'll make more
Okay,
sense that way. That's the only
yeah.
way I can make sense of that shit.
I never thought about fishing and catfishing, but yeah, that would make sense if that were some sort of reference there to fishing
Yeah,
and catfishing being a direct method of it. But like the show, I didn't watch the show often. I mean, I knew it existed and I've seen it in passing, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch it if it, you know what I mean. If it was the only thing on TV, I'd probably just turn the TV off. But if it were up to me, but I've seen it. It's been on the TV, and it usually, although money was included, it usually wasn't all about money. It was like a love scam. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
which
I
I
feel
guess
like none
makes
of them.
sense.
I feel like none of them really they was focusing on was money. Like on that show, nothing was about money. It was all about like
Because
I'm this person. I'm going to come see you soon, or
mhm,
never doing it. Like these people were being catfished for 5 years. Like imagine having a fake relationship.
that's why I
Yeah.
guess it would sell better. Like emotional trauma is selling better than like um, any other kind of like trauma or anything like that. Because or not any other kind, but like sex sells, and that's borderline sex that's being sold there, the lack of or the finesse of sex. But like I think too, it's a lot easier for somebody to relate to just somebody being misled in general by somebody that they trust than to relate to a rich person losing their money online. Like if you ain't got it to send to nobody, you don't really care if somebody got scammed sending money to somebody because They didn't send it to you.
I guess so. That shit great. So when he was talking, Jelani's played college football for his first time today and got killed.
Hey, don't do that now.
Were
Don't
people
do
are people
that
scamming
now, bro.
are people
Don't
scamming
do
that?
that now.
Are people
Real.
really
It
scamming
was
that
like
spin move for
48
real?
to 30 something.
Oh yeah, man. The spin move cheese is definitely, if you know how to do it, it's definitely straight cheese. A lot of
Yeah.
niggas, especially with Ohio State, would definitely do that shit. It's the I mean the game. I got my ass up a couple of times. I got my ass up earlier today about nigga with Georgia. I was playing with Florida, but I'm still a good ass nigga. But overall, if you're not used to playing the game, it's gonna take you a while to get used to it because
Right.
it's more
It's
of an
different.
arcade game
It's
as far
different.
as the gameplay. It's very like
Mm-hmm.
nigga, you gonna break like 3-4 tackles on the play. So
Mm-hmm.
as I had a nigga like
You
did a
can.
like I was playing while I'm playing Georgia, nigga had a pick six from the inside my other field my inside my end zone like 100 yards. He broke 3 tackles as a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the type of
Yeah.
shit that will go on in the NCAA. So I can see
Expect
niggas
fuckery.
getting mollywopped for the first time not knowing how to play the game.
Yeah, expect fuckery. Um, that's just EA Sports in general. Like anytime I play, I expect some out of body weird shit to happen every game.
Yeah, it is true. But I feel like EA Sports is now they really now can take a turn. If they
Uh-huh.
bring back EA big, it will take 2K out of water. I think because niggas on the turn with 2K. So if they can work with NBA Live right now, it will be good for them, especially if it's not too. Because I know it's gonna have some microtransactions, but if it's not too microtransaction hungry, like niggas can still play without, can still grind without paying. They can really turn back into the old EA, and then they plus drop EA big. Either one, if they do both, it'd be great. But they drop EA big or NBA Live, EA Sports can make a major comeback.
Do you make money, I guess, well, virtual currency whenever you're just playing like online match? Do you get like after every game, are you earning currency based on how you play?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a
Okay.
lot compared to how much you spend.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you play 2K, granted, I ain't played 2K24, but like average 2K and they just get higher by the year. I think
That's
you had to
so
spend like,
crazy.
go ahead, this.
The person who like hit to make the games like a recurring investment, like something that you continuously. I guess maybe it was like GTA that I can remember that started, or maybe Call of Duty. I can't remember because I am not like a super avid game player, but
One.
that made it to where like it updates in the middle of the year before the other one comes out, and you have to pay for that update, or you. I think Call of Duty was like
That
certain
probably
things that you could buy on the Xbox
I feel like that started with the Xbox 360 and PS3.
360. But it was light then. It wasn't like how it is now.
That could have been
Like
on
there
the
was still a
retro, who
game to
knows?
be played.
Yeah.
So I
It's
guess
just
even with the like making it an online subscription to play online with, you know what I'm saying, like your friends having to pay for PlayStation Network or having to pay for the Xbox um, Live, whatever.
so it's just the perception of gaming has completely changed. Like when I had the original Xbox, bro, I didn't like when I tell you I never played the original Xbox online, I didn't even
You didn't
think
need to,
Yeah,
I didn't even think I could play online.
because you
yeah.
also
It
had
wasn't like
people.
people to play with,
It was physical.
or if, if you didn't have people to play with, like you were just playing the game, like, and that's what you were doing.
Now it's cross-platform. Like you can play with 360. I mean, PlayStation people can play with Xbox people. It's just like, oh my gosh.
But what
Yeah,
at what cost?
I think the cost
yeah.
is, um, just to keep gaming
those
systems alive. Period.
those
I
system
think they have to just
specific games.
Yeah, I feel like as a consumer, we've lost so much compared to what we like. Think about this. Going back to the original Xbox, going back to PlayStation 2, I remember like playing PlayStation 2 online with dial-up internet, playing a nigga
yeah.
online with dial-up internet for free. Like we were playing that shit for free. Um, and then going to subscription based platform, like playing for online. Like imagine if shit was still kind of free or low cost compared to what it is like 20 years ago compared to now. So like when it comes to the consumer aspect of all that like shit like coming on with like crossplay and all that shit, it's like you have to still pay online, pay for the subscription to do
Mhm.
crossplay.
What is it? Is it 60? It used to be 60 a year. How much is it now?
Oh, that shit like a buck a year.
Oh, about 100 a year.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
it's crazy to me too that for the past, I would say 10 years, for the past 10 years, we haven't like from my perspective, there's been nothing actually new in
Hmm.
at least the past 10 years. There's been no new games that come out that are really it. I guess Fortnite would be a new game, but that is like it came out 10 some odd years ago. And like since that kind of happened, since Call of Duty, we're the next Call of Duty is what comes out, and that's what everybody plays. Like now we're getting retro games that are coming back. NCAA is not like a retro game, but it is a retro game. Like you're just getting a reboot of the same game, and it's going to come out every year. The biggest game that everybody in the world is waiting on is another Grand Theft Auto. Like the systems haven't been changing, and it's not anything new. Like playing online came, and then once playing online came, it kind of just turned into money collection for the game companies. Like they give you something just new enough to where the old one's obsolete, and you have to move to the next one and pay for the next one and pay for it monthly. And
Yes and no.
I guess that's still my just my perspective. Like the Oculus, I feel like if the Oculus would have came out like in 2006, 7, when TV was like hinting that the Oculus could exist, you see what I mean? Then it like gaming may have been a totally different thing. But now that the Oculus is coming out, it's almost corny because it looks like and is technology from a long time ago. Like
It
remember
feels like
that
the Wii.
um
It feels like a Wii game.
remember in the library they had the 3D
Yeah,
game
they
room
had the Oculus.
thing? It was like the patch of glass.
Yeah, it was
It was a regular Oculus. It
no, it
was
wasn't
not an
Oculus. It was
Oculus.
just virtual reality.
It was before the Oculus came out. Yeah, it was like a virtual reality type of thing like the Oculus, and that's why I feel like it's not like something that is taking off because it's been around for a long time. Like there have been places all over the country where you can go and pay for that experience, and rather than that be actually developed for people, it's like
I mean, think about the games that everybody's playing. How can you play Grand Theft Auto with the Oculus? How can you play 2K with the Oculus? How can you play um college football with the Oculus? You can't. Like,
uh, um uh,
what are you
um
doing? You're throwing a football in your house?
I mean, you could even, I feel like you could put the goggles on and use a controller. You could sit down and use a controller with the goggles on and be immersed in the game differently than
Hell
how
yeah,
we
hell yeah.
perceive it
Like you're
now.
actually a player, like you're the
But
quarterback, their perspective.
right, right. You could be the quarterback's perspective or like you do now in the huddle. You choose who you want to be, and then that's the position that you play, and you play that position. If it's press the joystick forward for you to run, give you like a different perspective or experience. And I don't think that would be impossible to do. Maybe even make it more like, I guess, for different body styles, it would be kind of hard to design something that would like fit everybody and be able to pick up motions and you know what I mean. But there has to be different ways. Just like if you're playing on a keyboard, if you're playing on a PC, you can program your keyboard to receive the commands from anywhere. You can choose what buttons on your
I
controller
think
do
I think
what
this kills
things
the system.
now.
I think this kills like maybe because that means both Xbox has to create their own Oculus, PlayStation has to create their own Oculus. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to like them wanting to hold on to their gaming system or
Mm-hmm.
completely losing to PC.
Doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't PlayStation already have VR?
they might
Yes,
have.
but it didn't take off.
Apple has one. They probably got one.
It didn't
Yeah,
take
they
off.
got
I'm
one.
pretty sure PlayStation's had something like VR for a long time. Remember when the PlayStation 5 first came out? They were like pushing that camera thing.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for Xbox too. The
yeah, yeah.
Xbox
Yeah,
One had
both
like
of
a
them.
little camera.
But that's pretty much obsolete at this point.
I feel like the
I don't
adaptation
hear about
for
people
the
using it.
maybe people weren't. I guess game creators weren't really taking advantage of that option. Because I remember when Xbox came out, like it was like a thing you had to have the
I feel
Xbox.
like I feel like it is something that yes, game creators didn't take advantage of it because it didn't make the money. And then the game creators, the ones that are actually putting the games out and getting the funding to do those games, because I'm sure it takes a huge team with a lot of know-how to get a story, first of all, and then to animate it all, like more than a movie. You know what I mean? You got to have the gameplay with that movie level storyline. Like games like Halo and stuff were not easy to make. Um, and rather than maybe they're working on them now. You know what I mean? Maybe it takes a long time before they're gonna put them out for like something more immersive. Like if you could put the goggles on and be the Master Chief and like see because the game on the TV was crazy, a crazy experience compared to like other alien shoot 'em up video games. Halo was crazy, like a cinematic experience. So
Bro,
like
Halo was so
the
good. Like,
next step would be to immerse you in that fully, like the IMAX 3D puts you into it with the goggles, but that technology hasn't really taken off. Like the 3D goggles were part of the games too, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I remember Skate 2 had like a 3D section. Like 3D was supposed to take
Right,
off back in the early 2010s.
right. So it's like rather than, and I think too, what makes it, what may have played a role, if you get used to seeing it in 3D, like or like those fully immersive experiences, I bet that fucks you up. Like your brain, your eyes, like the way you see light. Because that would have to be like if you put the goggles on and it was like that, it would have to be light that you're picking up, right? And you're just seeing that light for hours on end with nothing else. And you take those goggles on, it probably made people blind.
yeah, you're gonna get people that basically don't even that want to stay there and don't want to come back here. Uh,
Right. There are a lot of books. There's like a subgenre or an actual genre of books, like sci-fi books dedicated to that specifically. It's a theme in at least one or two animes that are on Netflix, like where there's a kid that is living like the greatest life ever online. He locks into like a Japanese kid, he locks into a computer and lives a great life online. And then when he takes it off, like he's not living great outside of that, whether he's sick or you know what I mean. Um,
Story. I
but
know you
people like
hate Elon, but this kind of back kind of what you're saying. Elon was saying just based on that information, like the progress that we're making, that it's almost like a 1 in a billion chance that we're not that like what we're seeing right now, what we're projecting out isn't um a simulation, like
yeah,
because of just how think about how advanced technology will be in maybe 60, 70 years, like on the pace that we're going, like people like even waking up and going to
Mm,
this whole thing that we're feeling could be completely that.
I feel like if the AI that we have on hand right now that we have access to is able to make like convincing news stories and pictures and videos that are convincing. I know you've seen like where they've changed like meme videos or meme comes to life, or like where they
Mhm.
animate people's mugshot pictures. And some of them are obviously like, oh, that looks not real. But some of that stuff is like getting progressively better to where it's like looking good. And this is like jokey joke meme stuff that we're seeing online that anybody has access to making. Um, I'm pretty sure they can do a lot more. I mean, we've been watching movies for years. Movies are so convincing now. Ships blowing up and people running through the flames, slow mo of the fucking
Well, that's
debris
just more so
cutting somebody's
CGI.
cheek.
That can be edited over time, but like making it something that could be edited in real time is what makes it
Yes,
realistic.
but I think we're at the point where you and I, with enough motivation and want to, could probably have a program that actively changes a video, like captures a video and then with a prompt within moments, like have the prompt, if you have the prompt set already and the targets of the prompt, then all you would need to do is acquire the targets of the prompt and give it that, and then the AI could take the video from that point on, right?
Yeah,
Hypothetically, right now. Like if
yes.
Mhm.
say the prompt is uh Cody starts doing backflips at the barbecue, right? Then you would tell the AI who Cody is and then get a picture of the barbecue. And now you're doing backflips. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess yes. Well, more so I'm saying is this like if this world you're create that you have control over, you have everything you need in it. Why would you get out, leave that world, come here, wake your ass up, go to work? You know what I'm saying? When you can just be in that world and do it, you still like have every resource possible.
The Matrix. Matrix. It's the other world where we're not living like this is so fucked up right now that it's not a viable option. If it were a simulation. You know what I mean?
I mean, first and foremost, fuck Elon Musk. Um, but I believe that broken clock is right twice a day. So I'm very strong with the simulation theory because there's so much shit's going on that seems like, the crack of simulation, go back to the CERN being made all since 2012 and shit like that. So a lot of shit's been going on since then. And I definitely think about the next 20, 30 years, something will crack even more in the simulation to prove itself, to either prove itself true or not true. I'm leaning more to it true.
Have you ever seen have you ever seen the Cloverfield paradox?
Mm-mm. What's that about?
So have you seen Cloverfield
Yeah,
Nah.
with the monsters and stuff?
I see the movie. It's look kind of weak, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So the Cloverfield paradox, I'm not sure if they're actually related, but the Cloverfield paradox to me was way better than Cloverfield, or than Cloverfield. The Cloverfield paradox is like the world is all fucked up. There's no more energy. It's all dark and stuff, and people are making these trying to get energy however they can, right? Um, and this lady is an astronaut. She goes off in space, and they have like some kind of nuclear reactor that's huge, and then it goes off, and then like what actually happens is it causes a rift in like timelines or something, and takes them to another timeline where they are like where a tragedy that happened to somebody may not have happened. A person that existed doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in this reality was an evil person, while somebody in this reality was a great person. And then they're like the conflict there. So basically, what happens is that caused like the Cloverfield with all the monsters and stuff, um, because of the rift in the time.
Yeah, they should have
So
scrapped
basically, like
it even a lot to you. But yeah, I mean, who knows? That we'll never have this information. We go crazy trying to figure out this shit.
do you think there's been an active human, um, like we have a list of like endangered species that we're trying to save and keep now, and every species is that gets listed as endangered is tried to keep. Or do you think people intentionally, before we ever like started keeping track on a scale of like what information is readily available, I think people had an active role in like removing species from the planet?
For sure. We do it without even trying. Like we fuck up the
No,
ecosystem.
but intentionally, actively, like a population of humans, like found a population of semi-intelligent beings, like say per se fairies and shit like that, like what's described as a fairy or wood elves, the elves and shit that, and just killed them all.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I
I
feel like
mean, why not? They
yeah, I
niggas
was
kill
saying
white folks kill niggas for fun. Why
yeah,
not?
people want control
Yeah.
so bad they will kill something just to control it. I just think the Earth has been here for millions of years, so it's like it's a huge chance. Like a lot of different shit could have came and went in that time. Like it's only been 2,000 years that we're talking about. Like we're referencing two to 4,000 years of time, and this planet could potentially been here for millions of years. So it's like all these creatures. I think you might have said it. Like all these creatures we folklore about could all have been here and had their time.
Yeah,
Even still here type
that's
shit.
what I mean. Like, and humans just with the invention of other humans
Like mermaids,
have
you know,
eradicated it. Yeah, because
or
I refuse to believe that they thought that manatees was baddies in the water. Like they don't even have hair or shiny tails.
Mothman. Y'all heard of the thing called
I
Mothman?
do believe in the Mothman.
What's
You,
that? I heard of that, but I don't know what it is.
I've seen him.
you saw that documentary called Unsolved Mysteries?
I haven't, but I've seen the Mothman personally.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it's like a creature who has like I guess human legs and like a bird top.
Over Nickajack.
Think Jeepers Creepers. But
Hmm.
yeah, there's a
I
lot
was
of
driving over Nickajack,
there's sightings like in up
and
north, like New York, um, like Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There's like 100+ sightings of this thing.
he lives in Tennessee too. Well, there's a population of them here.
I don't know about that. We just got old
It
country
is.
people in the back row.
Look it up. Mothman's out here. He lives by the water in the
He
mountains.
right there on 33rd Street.
Man, I know I seen chupacabras.
You ain't seen no chupacabra
I swear, I seen chupacabra on Web Road.
You saw who?
on Webb
A
Road.
chupacabra on Web Road. On DoorDash at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Saw a chupacabra. I swear I put on everything I love. Look that shit up. There's some
You'll think
treatment
it was
carbons
a
in
coyote
Tennessee.
with rabies.
Nigga,
Robert,
it was like a
it might
little,
be.
it was a morph looking